Hey guys, today we got another project going and we're going to be installing something that some of you may not like, but I know a lot of people do like them. I let my son decide if he wanted this or not, and he said he did, so that's why we're doing it today. And what we're going to be installing today are these round tail lights. We're going to be replacing the old square ones today, and so that's what we're going to be doing, so let's get to it. Okay, let's see. All right, we got some extra wires that they've had hooked up. I don't know what they're doing with them, but I'm fixing to try to find out. I mean, the only thing I would think you would hook wires to the reverse light would be for like a backup camera or something. I know they've never had that. So I've got two wires, both of them hooked to the white. What is that? I had them hooked to the ground cable. It looks like it goes to the fuel field neck. Why would they do that? They never cease to amaze me. Why would you hook wires? Are those two? That can't be two ground wires. Anyway, I'm gonna cut all that junk off. I don't know why it's even on there. I gotta ground that somewhere. That goes to the fuel neck. They probably had, I don't know. So there's some more of their monkey engineering. That's what we're gonna call it. So I'm gonna cut these wires, and then I'm gonna wire the new taillight wires to these wires. I'll have to get me a multimeter and see what is what, because these round tail lights do come with reverse LEDs built in them, so I will have my reverse lights, so that's handy. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get me a multimeter. I'm gonna snip these wires and then I'll come back. All right, I got my multimeter right here, and I just got it on the alarm test. It's when it senses voltage, so I'm gonna ground this out. I got the headlights on, so one of these wires should have power. I don't know if you can hear that one, but that one is giving me a sound. Okay, let me go cut the headlights off, and I'm gonna put it in reverse, and we'll see which one is giving me my reverse signal. Okay, so I got my reverse light on. Come back over here. So this white one over here is going to be my other reverse signal. So we've got the wiring figured out. This white with the black stripe is the reverse wire. The green with the black stripe is the brake light and the signal wire, and then this other white one over here is just your running lights. So, and then of course you got your 2 grounds, because the reason it's got 2 grounds is it's got LEDs for the reverse lights, and it's got LEDs for the brake lights and the running lights. So, alright, I just wanted to make sure that thing worked before I started cutting a hole in this thing. So now we're fixing to get to marking this where we need to mark it and cutting a hole. Alright, so I got a hole. I center punched it right there. I've got to do a little bit of body work here when I do the paint job, so it's not perfectly flat. That's why it started cutting through here and it's missing right here. So it'll get that as it goes on through. But we're ready to cut the hole out. What I did is I measured, got the center of this hole. I came up here to where this cutting blade will just barely touch the bottom of this hole. I want it as close to the bottom of that hole as I can get it. So let's go ahead and finish cutting this hole out. Alright, I'm going to try to get the rest of that out by hand because, like I said, this is not perfectly flat, and the drill is having a little bit of trouble. And it's very thin back here. You can see it moving. I'll get me a file and clean up this edge right here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, I've got the hole looking good. So I bought these lights off Amazon, and you read the reviews and somebody asked the questions, will they hyper flash? No, you don't need anything, just wire them up. Well, as a matter of fact, I just tested it out. They do hyper flash. So you need resistors to stop them hyper flashing, which I already have. No big deal. But then you'll have these other people say that, what size hole do you cut? Some of them say a 4-inch hole. Some of them say a 4.5-inch hole. Well, both of them can't be right. So anyway, I measured, and the red part of the lens is bigger than 4 inches. So a 4-inch hole will not work, because first of all, that wouldn't fit in a 4-inch hole because it's bigger than 4 inches. And you got to put this grommet in here first, and then you put your tail light inside the grommet. So what I did, I went by Harbor Freight. They've got a hole saw kit. It's got 3 hole saws in it. It's $19.99. If you use a 20% off coupon, it's $17 and change out the door. So this is not a 4.5 inch. It's not a 4 inch. It's actually a 4.25 inch. I haven't tested the fit of this yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be just about perfect. So I'm fixing to find out. So the grommet goes in first. Okay, grommet is a tight fit. So I'm hoping I can get the tail light inside the grommet. We'll see. Alright, so I'm having trouble getting this in a 4.25 inch hole, and everybody on there replying saying you need a 4-inch hole saw. That is absolutely wrong. So I'm going to work on this a little bit more and see if I can figure out what I got to do to get it in. Okay, so I just got this side pressed in, and it wasn't without having to move some metal. So I believe a 4.5 inch hole saw would have been perfect. So I went ahead and I've cut the hole out on this side, and now I've still got to remove a little bit more metal, and I'll show you what I do on that. So this rubber grommet here with the tail light in it, it won't even begin to go into that hole. So what I do is I center this over the hole, draw me a line all the way around, trace it, and then I use this die grinder and I trim the hole little by little up until I get to my line that I made with a Sharpie. So I'll come back when I get that done. I believe I'm gonna have to remove a little bit more metal to get this one to go in. All right, I'm gonna remove a little bit more metal and I'll come back. All right, we got the both tail lights in. Now I gotta take them back out and wire them up and put my resistors in, and then I'll come back and we'll have the final product and I'll show you what they look like. All right guys, we're done, and here's what she looks like. Well, I think it turned out great. I love the look. I love the flat look of the back. I've got to do something down here to dress up my rear cross member. Not sure yet what we're going to do with the tag. I don't think I'm going to put it in the center of the tailgate there. I've seen these flat ones here that kind of just wrap around the side. It's a really shallow profile. We may actually do that. But I had to trim, you can see right there, I had to notch out the tag just a little bit to get the tail lights to fit in properly. But there's the finished job. I'm very satisfied with the look. They're nice and bright. The reverse lights are nice and bright. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Come back next week and we'll see what we got going. Thanks again.